Hi, I'm Christine Samuel, a coach, facilitator, author, TEDx speaker, and a founder of Work Matters, a leadership and coaching company that helps leaders harness relational intelligence for better connection, collaboration, adaptability, and resilience. Here is my answer to the 5 essential techniques for becoming an effective communicator as asked by Authority magazine. First, I'd say the most essential technique is to listen to understand. Most people are in the habit of listening to response. When we are busy crafting our reply, we are not really hearing what the other people said. But when we shift our focus to the intention to listen to understand, we start picking up on so much more. The person needs, intentions, emotions. We get a sense of their state of mind, the context they're coming from, and even what they're not saying out loud. Let's say you are in a meeting and a colleague is expressing frustration about a project. If you just listen to respond, you might jump in with solutions or defenses. But if you're really tuning in to understand, you might notice that they are feeling overwhelmed and unsupported. That's valuable information. By listening at a deeper level, you can respond in a way that genuinely addresses their needs. Maybe you offer help or suggestion, a different approach to the project. Your response becomes more relevant and precise because it's based on more comprehensive understanding on the situation. Number 2, cultivate self-awareness. Communication involves not just words, but also our internal landscape. This means understanding how our thoughts, feelings, and sensations influence how we communicate. Notice the tightness in your chest when challenged, or the lift in your energy when you feel heard. Recognize recurring narratives like, "I'm good enough," or "they're out to get me." It's necessary to grasp how our past experiences, cultural conditioning, and current physical state shape our communication. Are you speaking from genuine curiosity? Or are you unconsciously trying to prove something? Are you fully present? Or is your mind dwelling on past conversations? Cultivating awareness requires radical honesty. This practice helps us break old unproductive habits and leads to more insightful and effective communication. As we explore our inner workings, we naturally become more attuned to others and picking up on unspoken cues and hidden emotions. By looking into reasons behind our reaction and behaviors, we can uncover patterns and insights that can make our communication better. The third one, it's all about finding that shared yes. Think of yes as the doorway to meaningful interaction and real connection. Without it, your message might hit a wall of resistance or just be ignored altogether. This yes could be anything: a shared purpose, a common goals, similar needs, or even a challenge you both face. So how do we find this yes? It's about tuning into what the other person really cares about. Be curious, ask questions, and really listen to their responses. Maybe we are in a business meeting and we realize that we both want the project to succeed. Even if we have different ideas about how to get there, that shared desire for success, that's our yes. Once we found that common ground, our conversation can become so much more productive. We are not just talking at each other anymore. We are building something together. It's like creating a foundation for mutual understanding, and now we can start constructing a real dialogue on top of it. Being able to guide a conversation towards this shared yes turns potential resistance into more productive collaboration. Number four is being skillful at acknowledging others and what they're saying. Here is why it's so crucial. One of the deepest human needs is to be seen and acknowledged. When we truly acknowledge others, we are showing them that we are listening, that we understand what they're saying and the effort they're putting in. When people feel heard and understood, it creates this sense of safety. They can let down their guard. And when that happens, they become more open and receptive, not just to you as a person, but to your ideas and messages as well. This sense of safety allow people to be more authentic in their communication. They're more willing to express their thoughts, needs, and wants without fear of judgment. Number five, to work on your relational intelligence. This is a fascinating aspect of communication that often gets overlooked. Communication isn't a one-way street. It's an evolving living thing that changes its shapes as we interact with each other. Think about it. When we communicate, how do we know if our message is really getting across? We need some kind of response, right? Without that feedback, we are essentially talking into a void, not knowing if what we are saying is being understood. Imagine communication as if we are building a holographic sculpture together. When I say something, I'm shaping what you see in your mind's eye. And when you respond, you're adding to that shape, maybe changing it a bit. We are constantly molding and remolding the shared vision. Now, someone with high relational intelligence, they have this amazing ability to notice what's emerging from this process. They can see the shape that is building between the participants in a conversation. But it goes beyond just noticing. They can actually articulate it, summarize it in a way that helps everyone else to see it. It's like standing back and look at this holographic sculpture we're creating together and say, hey, look at what we are making here together. They can point out patterns, connections, or ideas that might not be obvious to others involved in the conversation. By doing this, they're taking all individual contributions and weaving them into something greater than the sum of its parts. Developing this kind of relational intelligence takes practice and awareness. It's about being present in the conversation and being able to step back and see the bigger picture at its forming. It's recognizing that every interaction is an opportunity to create something new and meaningful together. Pay attention not just to what's being said, but what's emerging from the interaction. Look for those moments when you can help others see the shared understanding that's developing. It's a powerful way to elevate any conversation and collaboration.